Hey everybody, it's me, V, the Sepia Scholar, and I'm coming back to you with a review slash recap of Married at First Sight, season 14, episode 6. I believe it's called The Dark Side of the Honeymoon. I hope everybody's feeling well and healthy. I'm getting there myself, and I cannot wait until I can be back on camera with you guys again. So I'm gonna ask you guys, have you guys been enjoying the videos I've been putting out? I see you guys are really digging the Love is Blind videos. I'm actually on the edge of my seat with Love is Blind. I want to watch another video, but I want to take a break too to focus on my resting and healing. But I really want to know what happens with Shane and Shayna. But that's not what we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna talk about the other train wreck that's out in these streets, and that is Married at First Sight. Season 14, I didn't think they could top Chris and Paige and Mirla and Gil and what the hell was that F-boy name? Lord have mercy. The one that was getting skullduggery on the side while he was still married. I just lost what that man's name is. Zach and Bow. They done swap partners, and Zach dog Bow's ass out too. So apparently this is what they do. So either way, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the notes. I have a lot to say. Spoilers. If you haven't watched the show, go check it out and come back and let me know what you're thinking about the show. Please help me out with giving me a like. If you're getting anything out of my content, if you even like my cute little thumbnail pictures, give me a like. It helps with the algorithm. It'll help the channel grow and allow me to bring you more fun content so we can hang out, the besties in our head. So you guys know I'm the Sepia Scholar, so be on the lookout for the book reviews. I definitely do TV reviews. I'm going to be doing movies and talking about intellectual things that I like to talk about with my friends. So look forward to a few people jumping on and having awesome conversations with me. And I'm excited about how this channel will grow. And thank you for coming along for the ride. And thank you for taking the time to hang out with me today. So let's get it started. The honeymoon is coming to a close as the couples wrap up their getaway in Puerto Rico on this episode, right? From pivotal excursions to continued hostility for some of the pairs, it's filled with ups and downs. So that's the cute little statement about what's going on in this episode. But now let's give the Sepia Scholar V statement. Y'all, I am convinced that Alyssa is homeless. I'm very convinced that she's homeless. And also I'm convinced that the experts need to bring their behind off of social media and actually do some experting. They already done messed up with the matches. And if the matches are any indication, we need new experts. I'm going to sing a famous song that got hot in these streets for this situation. Experts, you about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. Remix, you about to lose your job. And if you're not, you deserve to, because these matches are trash. The only one that's barely getting cute views and make you feel kind of happy is Noah and Steve. And Steve ain't got no damn job. Okay, either way, let's get into the episode. We open with Chris looking pitiful as usual, and Alyssa saying that it's another day in paradise and she's trying to stay in the game. I'm like, that's the problem. This isn't a game. Y'all are supposed to be married at first sight, getting to know each other, and you're so worried about you want to be oppressed so bad and be the victim so bad that you're ruining this experience, and we're going to use that word a lot in this damn episode, for everybody. So either way, it's a new day in paradise, and Lindsay and Mark are beginning on a better note than last time when the viewers saw them. It's revealed that they resolved their tiff following that. I don't know if it was supposed to be a romantic dinner where Mark asked to slow things down. Basically, Mark hit. He realized her ass was crazy. He knew she was crazy before he hit, but then he said, "Let's slow it down." She's probably scared she's gonna stab that ass, but it is what it is. So word on the streets is apparently they made up an hour later and went upstairs and smashed, and everything was all good again. So they started off the day with a better outlook. They sit around and chat over breakfast about religion and kids. Lindsay's delusional self says that their communication is good, but I just think Mark is letting her get her way to avoid conflict. He talked to everyone but her about her and her antics. But back to religion. Lindsay says she doesn't care about religion. She just wants her friends to have a good community. I mean, her kids to have a good community and make their choice as adults. And Mark gives absolutely no opinion. How did someone with so much energy, so much to say, hyped up, all of a sudden go mute now? I'm afraid that his voice is lost in this marriage, and it's pretty obvious that he's religious because he was giving grace at the table. That was important to him. But once they start talking about religion, all of a sudden he's hushed. It's really, really crazy what Mark the Shark is doing. They talk about the kids, and Lindsay can't count, y'all. So you got homeless people who can't count, people who is gonna bully their wife all damn day. This show is just crazy. And then Steve with no job. But Lindsay can't count. She keeps emphasizing that she doesn't only want to have 3 kids, but she's willing to have 4. She's willing to have 1. She's willing to have 4, but not 3. Don't you have to spend a period? Don't you have to spend a period of time with 3 kids before you have that 4th kid? Having 3 kids? What the hell is she talking about? Lindsay stresses me out. We might need to give her a drink again. We happy she's sober, but damn, it's stressing me out. But either way, they make a pact that if they have twins, they're done. So either they're gonna have twins and shut it down, or work towards those 4. Either way, they're gonna be working it out in the bedroom. Then we turn to Katina and Lajwan, who try horseback riding. He says he's putting her out of her comfort zone. So instead of going with the flow over her fears, Lajwan pressures Katina to keep going. Something she's not thrilled about at the moment. And I just wanted to speak on Lajwan. I was rooting for Lajwan. He's still cool. He's emotionally available and he has his good moments. But he is pushy and annoying. He starts ranting because she's afraid to be on a horse, which I've been on a horse. They are big and scary. It's a serious situation when you're on a horse. It's not a joke. But he starts ranting about not stopping his life because she's not adventurous. I'm like, fool, she's out here on the horses too. So obviously she's willing to try new things. I noticed something about you, Lajwan. You always push. You pushed her at the gym. You was pushing her about the threesome stuff. Now you're pushing her about these adventures. You get a kick out of her being uncomfortable. What if she gets hurt on that horse? And then he doesn't listen to her concerns or anything. He just she's losing her voice too. He seemed like he about to bully her. And it's super crazy. On to Steve and Noy, the only calm couple on here. They're on a hybrid adventure of hiking and swimming, and the waterfall and scenery are beautiful, by the way. I really like them, but Steve No Jobs needs a job. Plus, he's also getting upset with his wife about not just jumping in some water. And I'm thinking in my mind, like, you ain't got no damn job. For someone with no insurance, you real bold jumping your ass on these adventures and shit. I hope you have life insurance, because other than that, we got problems. And all of these dudes are working on my damn nerves. But back to happiness and joy. Them in the water floating and making out. It was super romantic and beautiful. They're the only ones giving us, what we need of the lovey-dovey side. If you heard my Love is Blind reviews, I love, and I love the sexiness of it all. So they're the only one giving us that. So I appreciate it. But that quickly backfires when the pair's nice time together is interrupted by a fish bite. So, you all in their damn house living your romantic moment, and they decided to tear your ass up. Then what I also noticed when he was by the water, I hope you guys were looking for what I was looking for. I was looking for that tattoo. And he does they let the lion tattoo show. If you don't know what the tea is about that, Alyssa told everybody that a psychic told her that the love of her life is going to have a lion tattoo. The producers changed it for her to say it was an eagle tattoo, so there wouldn't be any drama between the couples. But boy, let me find out Alyssa trying to stay on the trip so she can get closer to Steve and run off with Noy. Man, I think Noy will beat Alyssa ass. Noisy will come out and beat her in that damn Party City wig. I can see it. And she'll have, what the hell's the name? Kim Chi. What the hell was the brother name? Oh my God. Something to do with sushi. They'll jump out and beat that ass too. So Chris and Alyssa regroup and agree to partake on a round of tennis. They don't agree, y'all. They don't force these people to play tennis. But when it comes time to chat, she's not having any of it. What I notice is it seems like they're making activities for her to get her airtime that she's looking for. And delusional ass Chris is still trying. Alyssa, what made me laugh, because I'm a Florida girl, we wear slides to everything, especially us beautiful, especially the pink people. They love to wear their slides. Alyssa's playing tennis and slides, so she had no intent of playing this BS. They had to have talked her into it. Chris asked her if she's comfortable, if she's hot, and she said yes, but instantly regrets it because then he's like, okay, let's go cool off and sit down and talk. She's like, so then they go sit on the world's smallest red bench. But Alyssa makes sure she made space because she was sitting right on the edge. She was floating, boy. I wonder if he, not trying to be funny, Chris, I don't know this about you, but I wonder if he has BO or he smells, because she is really, really like, she wants no closeness at all. I've had people I hated that I at least had to sit in a room with them and handle some business. So this is insane. Anyways, he asked about moving into the apartment, and she says she doesn't feel comfortable moving in with him. Alyssa's worried about how she's being portrayed on the show and doesn't like that Chris is implying that she's not partaking in the experiment, which she's not, for the right reasons. And she's not doing it for the right reason. You are there for clout and apparently a couch to sleep on with your homeless ass. That's the reason you're there. And let me express my thoughts. I had to write it out because I was like, this lady is really pushing my buttons. I'm like, duh, they already changing the process so y'all could both film. Damn, you didn't want to say I do. And yes, the officiant came out on social media talking about how it was when they got married. She barely wanted to speak up. Apparently, she was calling the lawyer when they went to go sign the marriage certificate. But now she wanted to get on the show and act like she wanted to play ball. Nah, man. Then she wouldn't sit on him in the plane with him on the plane. She had a producer sitting between them, and she wouldn't even let him come sit next to her. Remember when they went swimming and she was having lunch? She was like, "Keep him away from me." So I'm really wondering. I'm hoping something comes out that he actually did something to her, because not because I want something to happen to him, but other than that, everything she's doing is super irrational. She's fussing and complaining that she feels like she got robbed of the experience. We're going to hear that word lots of times. Maybe that's the word of the day. Maybe it'll be like Pee Wee Herman. Every time we say experience, we're like, ah! I don't know if you ever seen Pee Wee Herman's Funhouse, but the word of the day is experience. And I'm like, experience, bitch, it's a marriage. What is you? You don't even want to be roommates. She wants to move in and him not to move in. And he was like, nope. And so she ultimately walks away without any resolution for the duo. The producers actually like chase her down, and she complains that she just wants to hang with her homegirls. This is not the real world, girl. I know that you think that you're Kim Kardashian, but this is not the real world, and this is not your 15 minutes. And if it is the 15 minutes, you should have went on Too Hot to Handle. Then you could have just smashed hot guys and then went home. This is some bullshit. Not Married at First Sight. And once again, I'm going to emphasize, she seems homeless. There's been many episodes where many couples where they didn't want to move in together and everybody went home. Even Chris, when he didn't like Paige, he went and flew to Chicago. He only came and visited her in the apartment. Girl, you don't have no place to stay, do you? If you need a place to stay, you need to talk to Steve. Maybe we could get a GoFundMe and we can get you a van like he did. So you could roll around in your van and you could pull up on the girls and y'all can hang out whenever y'all like. Just a suggestion. What do y'all think she should do in the comments? Because she seems to not have a place to stay. Anyways, Chris is over there talking, totally calm, and she even calls his hand movement aggressive. She don't even like that Negro. And I know he ain't a Negro, but I'm so frustrated. She don't even like him breathing. That's why, if you look at my thumbnail, there's a petition for her to go home. There's a petition for her to go home. Everybody's ready for her to go home. Not because it's bad that she's not attractive. I'm attracted. I'm not going to go. Maybe that was a Freudian slip. She's not attracted to me. But production keeps playing with Chris and not making him attractive too. Them camera angles are really, really shady. And I don't care what y'all say, Alyssa and Chris can pass for brother and sister. They look alike. Take a good ass look down to the hair, the weak ass chin, the even the skin tone. She's just a female version of him. And the other thing I wanted to point it out, because I've heard different people saying that why Alyssa's like Merla, because Merla was vindicated against dusty ass Gil. But Alyssa is not Merla. Gil was dusty because he resented the fact that Merla had money and he kept bullying her for it. Alyssa doesn't even know Chris. She just don't like him. Yup mouth, dad bod, all that crap. She don't like him. But I told you, if it was me, I would have just been turning up in Puerto Rico. He could have sat his dad bod having ass over there. We could have been eating and everything. You wouldn't even know. I'm not saying I would have fell for him, but I've hung out with people I do not find attractive and had a good ass damn time. Shoot, hanging out with them makes them more attractive if they have an amazing personality, but Alyssa not even gonna try that. Back them off of my rant. As the day carries on, it's revealed that Mark's been having issues with his landlord / mother figure, and she is blowing up his phone. I think, first of all, they said Mark the Shark is 35. That man looked all of 40 to me, but I don't know. But I feel like he's smashing the landlady, and she's mad because he actually got married on her ass, and she thought everything was gonna be all good. So, now she's acting up because she realized that the marriage is real and he's enjoying Lindsay. All right, keep it moving. So while the couples enjoy alone time, they also get together in groups, beginning with a double date for Michael and Jasmina and Lajwan and Katina. So they're doing some black excellence of melanin and magic, right? They're sitting on the beach, and the quartet talk about compatibility, admit that they can see how they were matched with each other. But it's clear from Jasmine's side interviews that she's still not sold on her and Michael's communication, which she'd like to see improve. This is my opinion. Y'all can correct me in the comments. Let me know what you think. I think Jasmina and Michael are both stubborn, and Jasmina accuses Michael of being in his head, but she is super duper negative. Like, she's negative. And I actually wonder if Jasmina is attracted to Michael. I'm starting to think not. I mean, he's not my cup of tea, but his body's right, and he got a beard. I like a beard. I'm not into his height. So, but I'm starting to think she's not attracted, and she's on that Alyssa vibe, and that's why she keeps empathizing with Alyssa. But that's on the second part, further on this episode where Jasmina got on my damn nerve. So, Ola says that he is being pushy to see if Katina can deal with it, but he doesn't know how long she's going to deal with it. Nobody's going to deal with that foolishness for too long. Ola, why are you playing with these people? Like, I don't understand. Ola loves front. He's doing some more attention clout chasing ass shit too. He's just trying Katina to cause some drama probably, so they can be headlined on the show. I see Michael's actually positive about Lajwan being able to act right. He sat there and gave all of Lajwan's good traits and how he'll probably make it to the end and it'd be a good outcome. So Michael is capable of being positive, contrary to Jasmina thinking he can't. Back to the mother figure who's blowing up Mark's phone. So supposedly she's evicting him while he's away on his honeymoon because he has bed bugs and she wants to put in the lease that they can't have any cats. And if you remember, I think Mark has 3 cats and Lindsay has 2, one or the other. So she didn't want all them damn cats in her house, and I do not blame her. And Lindsay's pissed off at the mother figure, being supportive, telling him he can move in with her. Make sure you spray all them bed bugs and wash all that stuff in bleach and burn the shit if you got to. Just don't bring it to your house. And she hopes he can put his concerns aside while they're at the spa because they were getting a nice little massage together. I need a massage. Shoot. Maybe that'll help heal me up. So, after the failed tennis meetup, Chris video chats with his sister to talk about the situation. And The sister ultimately tells him to cut his losses with Alyssa if she's not gonna put in effort. That's something that Chris is seriously considering. Considering, y'all. Considering. So she's treated you bad and you still gonna keep trying to do this. But prior to her telling him to cut all the losses, basically they were sitting with the couples and they were delivering two different versions of the same story. Alyssa meets with Katina and Jasmina, while Chris meets with Lindsay and Mark. Alyssa tells the women that Chris is blaming her for things not working, and she's annoyed because she feels like she's being shown in a poor light. And I just want to throw something in my damn TV. You are not a good person. Nobody's showing you in a poor light. You're showing yourself in a poor light. How do you hate someone you don't know? She's gaslighting him, calling him rude and disrespectful when she's the one that's actually rude and disrespectful. Then, I mean, she sat out there, she called him a car salesman that sells houses. And then in the middle of her whole rant, she reveals what the problem is. She's upset because she's like, why does he get to move into the apartment and she doesn't? It's giving me hobosexual vibes. Let me say it again, hobosexual. H-O-B-O. You trying to be with somebody so you can have some damn place to live, but she don't like him so much that she trying to get the apartment without living with him. And if someone else says experience, Lord, I'm going to scream on this damn broadcast. Even her mom is not with her shits. Her mom knows she's trying to basically tantrum her way into getting that apartment with him gone. And production tells her straight up, if you're not a couple, you're done with the show. So she continues having her tantrum, and she's like, let me think on it. Girl, you know what the damn answer is. But either way, they give her a deadline to make a choice. I don't even know why they're going through all this. I guess it's making for good TV. I'm watching the bullshit. I'm watching it. So Alyssa's laying up in the sun and lying, as usual, talking to Jasmina and Katina, and I was really frustrated. Jasmina rides harder for Alyssa than she do for Michael. That's another reason I think that Jasmina does not like Michael. If you saw the after party, she was about to front Lindsay about Alyssa. She's so gung-ho, but when it comes to Michael or anybody else, she want to stay quiet and peep quiet and sit in the back. Jasmine, I'm starting not to like your ass. I don't care how cute you are. You're a gorgeous girl, but something is wrong with you. Katina defends that Alyssa should try to learn more about Kristen, assuming he's exactly the way that his family and friends described him. And Jasmina says she feels bad for him. Okay, Jasmina, whatever. So, meanwhile, Lindsay and Mark are supportive shoulders for Chris to lean on and hints that maybe he should let go of the marriage. And I saw, like I said, on the after party, Lindsay was going in on Alyssa, saying that you should, and I know Lajwan did too. Like Alyssa's full of crap. She just didn't want to be with Chris or whatever. And Chris gave a little bit more insight. She never saw it for him. She never tried to sign anything. She never tried to do anything. She just tried to put on a front for the camera, and she got upset because he wasn't going along with it. So she said she's not blaming him, but he's blaming her. And I'm like, so you're not blaming him, but you hate him. You didn't say you hated production. You said you hated him. Just say you're not attracted, girl. It's like a broken ass record. They're killing me with this shit. She need to go. Letting go of the negativity, Jasmina and Michael get to know each other better during a trip to some nearby waterfalls. And I'm going to say this again. They are not a match, and she's not invested. I've seen some petty reasons I've seen people have a match, and I see you when you say this. Some people are saying they're not a match because they're Jamaican and they're Haitian, and it's not going to work. First of all, I've known plenty of Jamaicans and Haitians that actually have gotten married. Maybe back in the day, it wouldn't have worked out because there's a hierarchy. They feel like Jamaica is a more rich island or a better brand of Caribbean than Haitians are. Yeah, I said it. But nowadays, it's not as bad as it was. They just do not get along, and she's not used to being in a relationship where they're in person. She used to being long distance, so when She don't feel like talking to that person anymore. She can hang up. She can go on by her business. All that good stuff. She just doesn't want it. She's not invested. She's not open. We were worried about Michael not being open or emotionally available. She's not open or emotionally available. She need to take her ass on Match.com or some other bullshit and go find somebody that she could be in a long distance marriage with. Because this is not it. She is still mad about the argument and how he supposedly talked to her, and she's still being negative about it. If you're not gonna let it go, just walk away. But either way, Michael tells a childhood fight to break the ice, and she gives him a hug. He tries to carve their initials, and they try to, even though it was all awkward as fuck, Michael and Jazz try to have fun in the water. Now, moving on, everyone gears up for a final group dinner. Lindsay is nervous considering her fight with Lajwan upon their arrival, but that's the least of anyone's concerns considering Alyssa and Chris's predicament. They keep throwing shade about Lindsay and Lajwan. Lindsay, you ain't no damn victim. That man wasn't gonna do nothing to you, and you was a drunk, allegedly, and you couldn't handle the energy when they gave it back to you. So you was about to get kicked off the plane. Anyways, the initial discussions between the couples revolve around their experience on the trip and plans for future, including kids. They were learning each other's preferences and more. Everybody agreed that Noy and Steve will probably be the first to have kids, and Noy wants 3 kids. But when the conversation turns to Alyssa and Chris about communication, then things flip. When others inquire about their living situation plans, Alyssa tells them that she thinks her and Chris should split time in the space instead of moving in together. What the fuck are you talking about, Alyssa? So he gonna be in there half the time, and then while he's in there, you're gonna be on your park bench, and then when you come back, he gotta go. Especially when there's 2 rooms, what you're saying doesn't make any sense. Y'all don't even have to be together. It's bullshit, man. So with this being the first time he's heard this, Chris is anything but okay. He tells Alyssa that he's either all in or all out, and she has to give a better shot than splitting the apartment. Ultimately, everybody suggests the pair have their conversation privately, which is some bullshit to me, despite most of them being proud for Chris speaking up. I'm going to speak on the sisters on this show. Katina and Jasmine, y'all disappoint me with this respectability stuff. Y'all know damn well Alyssa need to go ahead the same way that disrespect was in public, the apologies or whatever working out need to be in public. She just want to put on a front for y'all like she's doing well, but in private, obviously something else is going on. So he don't want to do it in private anymore. The private talks are going nowhere. And then Lindsay, I wish you had the same energy for Alyssa that you have for Lajwan. You talk mad shit to her, but she ain't gonna do shit. And you the way you was hulking up on Lajwan apparently on that plane. It's all bullshit to me. Anyways, I'm going to speak on this again. That's kind of like the gist of everything that happened in the episode. But her motivation appears to be staying in the apartment and having the experience without having to be married to Chris. He begs her to be honest about wanting to break up, but she won't admit it. It's probably a legal reason. Her lawyers probably said not to do it so she didn't have to pay back that damn appearance fee. In the end, he tells her she can use the apartment, but it's unclear if they will stay together moving forward. And that was the end of the episode. As you all know, I'm about to take a quick break to focus on getting better. As y'all can see, my voice is getting louder and clearer. So all my good tea and medicine is working out. And I'm going to focus on that. Send some prayers and love my way. I would really appreciate it. Stay safe out there. Wear your mask. Stay clean. Keep away from those germs. Thank you for stopping by on my channel so we could talk about Married at First Sight. And you can hear me rant about Alyssa. What is annoying you about these episodes? Do you like the episodes? Who do you think is going to make it? I honestly think it's just going to be Noy and Steve and maybe Katina and Lajwan because they both want to be married so bad. Who do you think is going to stay together? So, with that being said, my favorite transition. Until next time, love who loves you. I want everything that God has for you. And Sepia Scholar out.